Hello, friends. Welcome back to the seventh edition of What the Facts, the most frequently asked questions about nutrition. Well, last week I covered part one of starting on a plant-based journey. Where do you start? And I covered the gradual approach. This is the concept of putting your toe in the water and then easing in to adapt to this strange cold environment. Well, it started with making a list of 15 foods that you like that are whole food and adding a serving to whatever your previous average was every month, starting off with one additional serving. So if you typically ate oatmeal for breakfast and you had a salad at some point during the day and you had an apple, well, that's three servings. And the rest of the food was, say, processed food of some sort, meat, you know, that egg, who knows. Um, then you would add on to that. We weren't taking away stuff. We're starting with adding on. Remember, subtraction by addition. So that means you would add on perhaps your first week, if it's on your list, a half cup of grapes. That would be a serving. Or a half cup of brown rice, or half cup of beans, or a banana, a medium-sized banana. So that's just adding one serving. So it adds up for that day, four servings in addition to what you had going on before on average. And then 1 month later, you add another serving from a food off your list. And you can rotate through different foods on your list as long as it adds up to those items of servings of whole food, such that on a daily basis you're getting more and more down the line, such that 8, 9, 10 months down the line, you are hitting double digits or approaching it in terms of number of servings that you're having on a daily basis, which is huge. So that was the gradual approach. If you're interested in that, check out the previous video. This video is going to highlight the shotgun approach. Yes, the dive in, the jump in approach to a plant based diet. And so the preparation is pretty much the same starting out. You have to get your list of foods, your list of whole foods that you're going to need to call upon. And food preparation is really more important now because you're not going to be eating any meat, egg, dairy, cheese, anything related to animal products. And so you have to have enough food representing those four quadrants: the fruit, the veggies, the whole grains, the beans, and your nuts and seeds and mushrooms, but things that you like. And then look up on YouTube some vegan or vegetarian food prep ideas. That years ago I looked up some of those topics, and I got some great ideas how to do food prep. Now I've kind of customized it to what I am very comfortable with to start my week off right. So, so the first week you do your food prep. The second week you jump in. You pick whatever day that is. Monday's a good start, and you are no longer eating anything but plant-based food. Now, if you want more details about this, go to pcrm.org. That's Dr. Neil Barnard's website, and they have a division there on their website that addresses the 21-day jumpstart or kickstart, 21-day kickstart for a vegan or a whole food plant-based diet. So I highly recommend you checking that out. Um, Good luck with this. I think as long as you keep a balanced plate, as I mentioned, having representatives from each one of those quadrants, you're going to do fine. You're going to get full, making sure you have the fiber that's associated with the beans and the whole grains. And you believe me, you won't look back. It'll be tough early on. You lumpers out there that like want to dive in, the first days, week or two might be kind of tough as you break those habits, those addictions to the processed food, processed sugar, and possibly processed meats, all those things that drag you towards inflammation and disabling diseases and diabetes and dementia. But you get it. But by the second or third week, it really smooths out. So just hang in there and just get there. Now remember, especially for you lumpers, you got to have that supplemental B12. And for those that do this gradually too, vitamin B12 is crucial. You don't get that from plants. Now, animals don't make it either. It's just they tend to eat more dirt and bugs and stuff like that. So they have more B12 in their secretions and in their torso. And then many times with foods that are processed, it's fortified with B12, and certain milk and dairy products, it tends to be sometimes added. Certainly, you can get B12 from some plant milk, and you can get it from nutritional yeast. But I wouldn't rely on that. Dr. Greger has some wonderful videos on vitamin B12. So figure out where you fit in there and how much you should take, and make sure you take a supplement of B12. You might want to look at iodine too, if like me, you restrict salt. For many years, I had blood pressure, but because I changed my diet and lifestyle, I no longer needed blood pressure medicine, but I don't use a salt shaker at all, and so that takes away a good source of iodine because salt is iodized. So I get mine by eating sea vegetables, not every day, but at least once or twice a week. Some nori sheets or some wakame. I try to avoid the kelp because it has so much iodine. You might have too much and create a thyroid storm, and that's no fun. So don't overdo it with the iodine, and you can get iodine level checked. You can talk with your doctor about it. There are pills too that you can take that may supplement for iodine, but again, talk with your doctor about it. This is not a prescriptive presentation. Um, Good luck on your plant-based journey. Definitely find your support here on this YouTube channel. Subscribe, please do that. Give me a thumbs up for this video if you really think you got something from it. And if you want more information, check out my website at www.fearlessmd21.com. That's an acronym. F stands for food. You can see the rest on my website, what it stands for, but that can give you more information. And I'll just leave you with the thought of it doesn't take much to improve on your lifespan and your health span. It really doesn't take a lot, but it takes something. And there was a large study that involved a large group of people where they looked at what are the four most impacting things that increased the lifespan of these people, the life and health span, how long they were functional and well. And they found these four things. One, not smoking. Two, eating healthier. Three, engaging in regular exercise. And four, keeping their weight down. Now, if you went to my website, you'd see I have 8 principles there. I have 8 factors for you to look at. But just if you did these four, you are moving the needle. And so it doesn't take a lot, but you got to take those first steps. So I hope this video was helpful, and I look forward to engaging you next week. Take care.